Hello everyone, welcome to Lanika Healing Global Workshop. This is me, Marwan. I'm the founder of Lanika Healing Project, and today, to be honest, I want to talk to you guys about breathing and how essential and very important such thing that encounters our lives on daily basis. Now, if I want to talk to you guys first of all about what is breathing exactly and how important it is. Well, I think stating the obvious that breathing is something that it determines whether we're alive or we're living or not. It's not like as drinking water. Drinking water, if you could not drink water for, let's just say, 2 or 3 days, you could survive. But if you cannot breathe for more than 5 minutes, in the usual cases, your life may come to an end, God forbid. So this is not just a black and white kind of thing. It has gray area as well. Now, considering this fact, if we breathe in the wrong way, or if we don't have control over our breathing, eventually it's going to lead to could be considered as shorten your lifespan. Because if you're stressed, if you're angry, stressed, living in that survival emotion for for a very long time of your life, then eventually you may get depressed. You may take away your own life as a result, God forbid. You may have illnesses such as cardiac problems or heart issues. You may start having high blood pressure, and so on. So, that being said, now, if I come up to you and I bet you that I'll buy you a 2 liters bottle of water and I want you to jug it all at once. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to take a very deep inhale, hold it. By the way, guys, once you do that, is you apply a pressure on the heart, because the heart is, I believe I think it's exactly behind the lungs, or really near the lungs. So you're going to apply a pressure on the heart, as your heart is going to be pounding through the process of swallowing the water. By the time we win the bet, I pay you the price of whatever we bet on, the first thing is going to happen is your heart is going to be pounding. You're going to breathe short in breath, in a rhythm that is not normal. And that is very similar to how do we feel, or what's our body reaction once we're scared, once we're angry. It's the breathing that actually controls how does the heart pumps. So, that being said, let's assume that you have trouble sleeping, and I've seen this over social media. People asking who has anxiety, how do we get rid of it? Sorry, insomnia. Excuse me. How do we get rid of it? And they're seeking for help. And the technique is very simple, actually. Now, when you have insomnia, which by the way, guys, I've been through it for a very long time, for over months, perhaps years, and I've realized that it's based on our state of mind. So if we're worried, which is anxious, or if we're drawn in the past, which is upset, depressed, whatever it could be, it's because we're drawn in that thought as we're sleeping. During the day, you don't think about these things because you're busy with whether work or studying or meeting friends or perhaps driving, whatever it could be, as your mind is busy. So once you go to sleep, is Now you have the free time for your brain to start brainstorming about all these issues, or the anxieties of the future, which, by the way, guys, could not happen from the first place. But if you keep doing what you're doing now, there's a very tiny chance you may attract that thought that you were worried about, because you're acting on that. So what I suggest you could do here is try to shift your focus or your energy from your mind to your lungs. It's that simple. Could not be easy to be done at first, but if you practice it, it becomes simple and easy. So now, instead of you focus on your mind, about your imaginations, about your thoughts, try to shift it to feel your body's movement as you're inhaling and exhaling. Just try to focus on that and try to breathe in a certain rhythm. So let's say inhaling for 2 seconds, exhaling for 2 seconds. So it's going to be, and just feel the expansion and the shrink of your rib cage as your lung is expanding and shrinking. So I found this a very useful way to do it, because once you focus, because our mind cannot focus on two things at once. There is nothing such called multitask. As you do something, you focus on something now, and as soon as you're done, you focus on something else. And a lot of people don't, they think it's multitask. Is you cannot breathe and swallow at the same time. That is multitasking. Is as you're drinking water, you can breathe. That is multitask, and it cannot be done. It's impossible. So that being said, now instead of you shift your focus, instead of you focus on your mind, try to focus on your lungs. Now when you breathe, inhale and exhale, and utilizing your whole lungs, what happens is your heart, instead of it's pumping really fast, it will start slowing down, going back to the normal rhythm. Because now you have no worries, you're not drowned in the past, and you're not drowned in the ashes of the future. There is no future here, there is no past here. This is about the current moment, the current second. The split of a second that is passing at the very meantime is all what it matters, because now you're breathing. It's that simple. And guys, just for the record, our bodies does not recognize the difference whether you're feeling excited or nervous, because both emotions are related. They have the exact same physical symptoms. So the environment or the circumstance that's going on at the very meantime is what determines which emotion is. So if you think about it, then it's all in the mind. It's all about how do you breathe. I used to suffer from anger management very long time ago, and I really found it very, very helpful when I started meditating, which made me aware of my current state once I'm angry. And breathing did actually help me to get over that anger. Now in other episodes I'm going to speak of emotions, feelings, I'm going to speak of energy, I'm going to speak of meditation, I'm going to speak of a lot of things, but at the meantime I'm just gonna keep it within the boundaries or within the bubble of breathing. Now once you're angry, anxious, whatever it is your heart is pumping really fast, and you're using only your top side or your top half of your lung, so it's going to be you're not utilizing the whole lung all at once. So this exercise was very helpful when I first heard of it, and when I actually tried it, it was very helpful as well. So what I want you to do once you're feeling any of these survival emotions, which is not necessary to be bad, because these are survival, Once you use it in a non-survival environment or circumstances, that's when it's bad. But it was not made to be something bad. Anyway, if you take one short, sharp inhale from your nose, following it, another very deep, sharp inhale from your nose as well, but the second inhale has to fill the whole lung. Hold it for 1 second or 2 seconds, then release it. Exhale from your mouth very slowly and take all your time. So it's going to be something around this. Empty your lung. Do this at least 2-3 times, and I guarantee you are going to calm down. If after you calm down 1 second later you went back to that emotion, is because you chose it, because you want it. So you should help yourself before you ask for help or you try other techniques. You have to have it in your intention that I choose to not be this. I choose to be happy. I choose not to be angry. I choose not to be anxious. I choose not to live in any negative atmosphere or some circumstances. As I choose to control my life. I am the author, as one of the motivation speakers and life brain coaches that I've been looking up recently. His name is Jim Quick. He said that imagine if your life is a book and you're the author. What do you want the book, in which direction does the book you want it to go towards? Do you want it to be dramatic? Do you want it to be happy ending? And if it's gonna be happy ending, what is the process? You cannot just hope for the best but not work towards it. Is you have to work baby steps, that to the point where you think that it's not working out. But trust me, these baby steps, 1 week later, 1 month later, it's going to be one big step since where you started. And that's how we started 12 years, back in 2012. That's almost 9 years ago now. In which that it led me to this moment, by the way, guys. And there is one more technique. I wanted to keep it until the very end of this short video. Is once you're angry, once I did actually think about this, once you're angry, your body is reacting towards fight, protection, right? So if you think of it as our ancestors, the cavemen, when they see a threat, the first two things they feel is fear and anger, because these two emotions, fear that brings protection to defend yourself, and anger brings strength. So most probably they felt these two emotions the first when they see threat. And this is why anger is usually, when you're angry, is your eyebrows is stiff kind of, your muscles, your face muscles, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your legs, your abs, whatever it is, they're all stiff. So when I thought about this, I'm like, okay, if I don't want to feel angry, if I don't want to feel serious, even though like I'm just driving and nothing is going on, but I'm like serious. Why am I serious? I don't want to be serious. I want to enjoy life, because life is meant to be enjoyed, right? So when I thought of it, I'm like, okay, so if I want to break loose and go to the opposite of angry, opposite of sad, opposite of everything, so what I believe is relaxed, right? So relax is when your muscles is calm. And how can I calm my muscles as I'm angry? I'm in that self-defense mechanism now, or I'm in that survival mode. but there is nothing to be survived. Nothing is triggering this survival. So the opposite is relax. How can I be relaxed and happy? And I thought about it. I'm like, it's all about the eyebrows, to be honest. Because when you're angry, you'll be like this. So if you're out of nowhere, as you're trying to break this intention, and your eyebrows, you'll be like, the first thing that's gonna cross your mind is laugh or happy, or you might feel something joyful from the heart. So if you're angry, and make sure that's coming from the inside, not from the outside. If it comes from the outside, if someone's angry and you'll be like, guys, yo bro, do this, he's gonna feel offended. So try to make it your own thing. As you're angry and you're aware of it, be like, and you're gonna start laughing. So thank you for watching this video. If this video was very helpful, please subscribe or follow or like and share this video to your friend, family, or whoever needs it. You never know, this could be helpful for someone or for yourself. And stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video once again. Be good.